a frown, who shares my passion for hunting and loves to shoot some guns. While my grandma, on the other hand, from whom comes my intelligence, is good at making homemade cream puffs with chocolate frosting.
My grandma is a woman who never wears a frown, who shares my passion for making me smile and loves to talk. Now, Oma, on the other hand, from whom comes my craziness, is great at making me and Kelly smile.
My grandpa is a fun man who never wears a frown, who shares my passion for building Legos and loves to watch football. But grandma, on the other hand, from whom comes my love of fishing, is great at making cookies of all my favorite treats.
My grandpa is a fantastic man who never wears a frown, who shares my passion for ice cream, and who loves to clown around. Now, Grandma, on the other hand, from whom comes my love of pie making, is great at reading stories from all my favorite books. My papa my papa is a patient man who never wears a frown, who shares my passion for ice cream and loves to climb around, while Grandma, on the other hand, from who comes my love to go rod sailing, is great at reading story tales from all my favorite books. My pops is a wise man who never wears a frown, who shares my passion for cookies and loves to go fishing. My grandma, on the other hand, from whom comes my height, is great at cooking and cleaning and making me smile all day. My papa is a funny man that never wears a frown, who shares my passion for McDonald's and loves to clown around. Grandma, on the other hand, from whom comes my love of shopping, is great at teaching me how to swim.
My granddad is a fun man who never wears a frown, who shares my passion for snow cones and loves to swim with me. While Davy, on the other hand, from whom comes my reading ability, is great at cooking and walking.
My grandfather is a caring man who never wears a frown, who shares my passion for ice cream and loves to clown around. While Grandma, on the other hand, from whom comes my love of burgers, is great at reading story tales from all my favorite books. My Oma is a woman who never wears a frown, who shares my passion for ice cream and loves to walk around. My grandma, on the other hand, whom comes from my style, is great at going on bike rides for a while. My papa is a wise man who never wears a frown, who shares my passion for shooting guns and loves to clown around. Now, Nana, on the other hand, from whom comes my board games and cards, is great at reading story tales from all my favorite books. My grandpa is a gentle man who never wears a frown. He shares passion for drawing and loves to clown around. My grandma, on the other hand, likes making cakes. Is great at making homemade food and they're quite delicious. My grandpa is a funny man who never wears a frown and shares my passion for peppermints and loves to clown around, while Grandma, on the other hand, from whom comes my smarts, is great at reading story tales from all my favorite books. My grandma is a grateful woman who shares my passion for baking, who loves to brush horses, while Grandpa, on the other hand, from whom comes my father, is great at woodworking and builds a lot of stuff.
My grandpa was a fun man who never wore a frown, who shared my passion for cars and loved to drive trucks. My grandma, on the other hand, from whom comes my height, is great at making homemade food and playing family games.
My grandma is a loving woman who never wears a frown, who shares my passion for who I am and loves to play around. While great grandma, on the other hand, from whom comes my talent, is great at loving and always being there for me no matter what.
My grandpa's a nice man who never wears a frown, who shares my passion for fishing, and loves to hunt. My grandma, on the other hand, from whom comes my smarts, is great at gardening and cooking too.
Yay!